Welcome back to Tune Into Tarot, and today we'll be diving into the year ahead forecast for 2022 for any Pisces with a sun, moon, or rising sign in their astrological chart. This reading is for you. So without further ado, let's tune into tarot for the year ahead. So starting off in January, Pisces, you've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. And this can indicate family drama or family dynamics that feel a little bit complex or complicated or contested in some way. It can often discuss inheritance issues that might be on the table at the moment that may not be going smoothly. The talks may not be going smoothly, or there's a lot of disagreements, or there may be some like family secrets coming up to the surface during this first month of January, or just some drama within the home. It also, with the Pentacles, indicates perhaps that you're spending a lot of money this month, or your investments are not doing well, or the stocks may be, the stock market may be taking a dip perhaps in this first month. But it may be that you're spending more money than you're bringing in for some Pisces out there. But overall, yeah, you may be thinking quite a bit about your home, about your family, about your assets, and reassessing or reworking how that looks, I guess, going forward. There's some rearranging or reworking or tweaking that may need to unfold. And believe it or not, Mercury is retrograde. Where is it retrograde? I don't know yet, but Mercury can certainly reveal the themes of redoing, retweaking, reworking, reassessing. All of those words are very Mercury retrograde. So that makes sense. And then going into February, Pisces, we've got the Page of Cups. This is your card. This is the Pisces card, even with the fish there in the cup. Page of Cups brings a message. It brings news. It brings information regarding a new creative project or a romantic interest or something within your relationship or romantic world. It could bring a new start. The pages just often can indicate a new start. With the fish in the cup, though, it can almost say like expect the unexpected. So there might be an unexpected surprise that happens. Usually it's a good surprise, but something surprising may happen in February regarding your creative expression or your romantic life, or something within the heart space from a friend, a family, a lover. There might be a gift or a surprise that comes in February for you, but it looks to be a happy month overall with the Page of Cups, and kind of this innocence about it, this excitement, this romance. Certainly in February makes sense with Valentine's Day, but it looks to be a good, happy, romantic, creative month for you. And then March brings in the 5 of Swords, and 5 indicates conflict. So there may be some kind of conflict unfolding in March, which is too bad for your birthday month for many of you Pisces, if you're a March born. But with the 5 of Swords, often there's some kind of disagreement or conflict that surfaces where you can't quite come to a resolution or a compromise at all. There's this energy of wanting to walk away almost, or turn a blind eye and just not really address the conflict. You might be kind of non-confrontational in some way, or one of you might be confrontational and the other one doesn't want to hear it, or doesn't want to listen, or doesn't want to be present or address the issues. So it can feel kind of stagnant in March, where whatever conflicts or disagreements are present or issues, there's not a lot of resolution or movement on those issues. So that's something to be aware of coming in March. In April, we've got the Fool card, which is a new adventure, a new journey, a new project. You may be traveling in April. You may be starting something new. With that small sack that the Fool is carrying, I always get an indication that downsizing or simplifying or only taking what's truly necessary on this new journey is what you're trying to do. You don't want to overpack. You don't want to carry baggage from the past, the emotional baggage. Just kind of leave that behind you and really step into this new version of you with your whole self, but without the baggage, I guess. Yeah, this with the sun in the corner, this does seem to be a happy new beginning. There may be some apprehension about taking the leap or this next step. Maybe you're entering a new relationship or starting a new job, or like I said, going on a trip or traveling. And so, yeah, there can be some nerves when you travel or start anything new, really. But it's a new path, a new beginning, and the sun is there to help support you and light your way and bring joy and happiness to this new adventure. So that's all well and good, April. And then in May, we've got the Seven of Swords reversed. This is a tricky energy. It can be somewhat deceptive. It can be a betrayal. In the reverse position, it may turn up that there was something that happened previously, a betrayal or a secret or something that was stolen from you or taken from you that's now returned. Or if someone did you wrong in the recent past, then this is an indication that that person will be punished and get what they deserve. It's almost like a karmic unfolding of some kind. It can be an apology is kind of how it strikes me sometimes. If whatever conflict was happening a couple months prior to that in March, maybe you're finally able to work that out and come to a resolution, or you get an apology, or maybe the other party was not able to see things from your perspective, but now they can. And so they're apologizing for putting up a stink back in March, something like that. But this seems to be some kind of clarity is restored if there was any cloudiness or indecision or confusion previously, or unresolved issues. I feel like this is a resolution to those issues in May. That's happening in May. In June, we've got the Three of Wands, and this is another travel indication. So perhaps if you did not travel in April, then you may be traveling in June, or you may be traveling in both months. This can also be a planning card, the Three of Wands. It can be a time where you're maybe not super active in pursuing a goal or a dream or a project, but you're planning for it and sort of anticipating it. It can sort of be a period of time between, sort of a threshold between where you are entering into a new phase of your life. You haven't yet fully stepped into this new role that you might be responsible for, but you're preparing for it. It's maybe sort of a preparation phase or an acclimation period where you're adjusting to the new circumstances or the new environment that you'll be existing in, and raising your frequency or just adapting to what's around you so that you're ready to hit the ground running when you do decide to step into that role, or when that role comes to you, I suppose. So that's in June. So yeah, a lot of planning. What else can I say? You're either planning or you're thinking about the future a lot. Future planning, I see. Like where can we go from here, or what's next? That could be some thoughts that are coming in for you in June. And then in July, we've got the King of Cups. This is another water sign indication. This is your sign, Pisces, the King of Cups. It's a very loving, devoted, romantic energy coming in July. So it seems like it bodes well if you're in a relationship. It bodes well really for any creative work that you're doing. There's a little fish in the background for you Pisces. So yeah, you might be working hard on creative endeavors, creative projects. It seems like your creative ideas are flowing very well, smoothly, and there's an ease in creative expression, self-expression, in romance, in love. You feel emotionally balanced and harmonious, and it's a very sweet energy. So July looks to be a good one, good month. In August, we've got the Four of Cups reversed, and this usually brings back a missed opportunity from the past for you to reattempt. Or there may be a job offer that had been offered to you previously and you did not accept it at that time, but now you're ready to accept it. So you have this missed opportunity come back. It could be, if it's not a job opportunity, it could be a romantic option that comes back in. Someone you maybe dated from the past that you're able to strike things up with again and kind of reignite what had happened previously and try it again, see how things go. It could be if you are in sort of this isolated space or from the global dynamics that have been ongoing for the last couple of years, perhaps you're now in a space where you're able to go out into the world and engage with people again, and you're maybe feeling comfortable, or just the worldly dynamics are more open and accessible. And so you're finding that you're feeling more motivated to interact with others and take yourself out of your insular, isolated space and again, re-engage with the world in a more social, active way. Or again, any opportunity that may have been proposed to you previously is coming back. So it could be any number of things, but typically the cup has to do with love or creative energy or anything in the heart space. It could be a friend that comes back that you're interacting with, or yeah, anything. So that's in August. And then in September, let me actually put these up here. So in September, Pisces has the Queen of Wands reversed. And normally the Queen of Wands is a very charismatic, confident, attractive energy. She steps into a room and everyone looks at her because she's just so beautiful and her smile lights up the room. And she's really bubbly and joyful and happy and successful. But in the reverse position, the Queen of Wands is lacking that confidence and lacking that drive and lacking that zest and empowerment. And she's maybe questioning her looks or her capabilities or her skills. And so you may be questioning yourself in September. You may be feeling a lack of energy or just run down, or you may be going through some creative blocks after having a kind of very creative, I think having a lot of ideas in June and July and feeling very creatively inspired and loving that whatever, maybe there's some kind of interference. Maybe this Four of Cups is someone coming back from the past that's sort of interrupting your life in some way. It's like maybe you want to accept it. Well, maybe you don't, though. Maybe it's just an interference or an interruption. And so it's kind of messing with your zen in September a little bit. And so you're just sort of questioning things. Maybe that opportunity that comes in may make you question which, whether you want to stay or go, or if there's this opportunity coming back, maybe you have to travel somewhere in order to take advantage of it. And that would require you to leave something else behind. And so you are questioning whether that's worth pursuing or not. Yeah, so you may or may not take advantage of this missed opportunity that comes back, even though often the Four of Cups reversed, I would say, does indicate that you're ready to move forward with it. Maybe it's just coming back and you're still sort of questioning it. You're not quite ready to move forward. There's a lot to think about. And I just knocked down the last 3 cards. So let me see if I can remember how they were situated. Yes. Okay. So let's see. July, August, September, October. In October, Pisces, you've got the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this is just a reprioritization of your investments, or where you're investing your time, your energy, your support, your focus. You may be juggling a lot on your plate in October. And so this is an indication that you may need to trim the fat a little bit off of the things that are not relevant for you anymore or not as important, so that you can really dedicate your energy to the areas of life that truly need your focus and where your energy will be most efficiently utilized, I guess. So I almost want to say it can be like a good social media detox where you're not checking your phone as much, or you put some limits on the apps you're using, or you just cut out certain projects in your life that you're no longer going to devote your time or energy to, so that you can refocus it in the areas that are, again, truly important. So you might be feeling a bit exhausted or drained in October because you had been juggling so much and stretching yourself so thin, or biting off more than you can chew. So that's something to think about in October. And the same kind of theme is happening in November as well with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is another reevaluation of where you're investing your time, energy, and support. So it's a theme that continues October and November, where you're really looking at where you're investing your money, your time, your focus. And so that's something you'll really need to think about in October and November. You may also be questioning, again, in a relationship, if you want to invest, if this is really the right relationship to invest in. And that may come up in, maybe that's what happens the second part of the year. Like after this Four of Cups reversed comes in and there's this opportunity from the past coming back, whether it's a job opportunity or another relationship or something, it does create a little disturbance, it seems, where you're not able to show up in the way that you had previously. And it's a major shift from the King of Cups going into the Four of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Or maybe your partner is coming up as the Queen of Wands reversed, where she's feeling, or not she, I mean, it could be a man too. But whoever is showing up as the Queen of Wands reversed may not be, they may be self-conscious or insecure. I see it as insecurities maybe surfacing in September, whether it's your own insecurities or your partner's, or yeah. And so you may be sort of trying to decide whether you want to stay in this relationship or go, or stay in this current career path or switch it to something else. There's a decision that you're often making with the Two of Pentacles. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, again, you're still sort of questioning, whether it's worth your investment or not, whether it's the relationship or the career path or this opportunity that had come in back in the summer, if it's still something worth investing in or not. Maybe you're just kind of dragging it out and still considering it and thinking about it. And then in December, we've got the King of Wands reversed. So now we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands on the board reversed. So that is a match. That is a relationship. That is a couple. So King and Queen of Wands reversed. Maybe you're both feeling insecure about the relationship. Or the King of Wands often is a leadership card. And so if you've been in a leadership role, maybe you're just feeling insecure about your skills or your abilities, or the King of Wands is a visionary. And so maybe you're having trouble bringing your vision to fruition, materializing your vision. The King of Wands is very good at delegating tasks and hiring people to take on certain roles that they're very proficient in, and allowing others to help support and grow and develop the King of Wands vision. So maybe the King of Wands reversed is indicating that you are having trouble delegating tasks. Maybe you're trying to take on, again, too much, just like with the Two of Pentacles reversed, where you're just taking on too much, or you bit off more than you can chew. Maybe this is a continued theme. The best way to succeed here is to hire the work out and allow others to support you and help you to bring your vision to fruition. Because if you do go at it alone, you're just going to drain your energy and take almost the joy out of your work, which I can understand. Any job, even if you love your job, can feel like work. And I think the way to make the work feel more pleasurable is to not overload your plate and allow your team to help ease your workload. Allow your team to take on some of the workload so that you are not buried in it. The King of Wands can have a lot of energy too. It's a wand, it's a fire sign, it's energy, it's creative expression, it's passion. And so you might just be losing the passion and drive in your work in December. And maybe that's part of like what you're questioning, is if you want to continue on this certain career path or try something else. Or it could be within your relationship, you're just feeling like the passion has run its course and maybe it's time to look elsewhere. But yeah, you may be dealing with themes of passion, drive, ambition, or just feeling overwhelmed and having to reprioritize where you're investing your energy and your time. So those are some themes that might be coming up for Pisces. Oh, and then I haven't pulled I thought I did. I pulled a card. Maybe I haven't pulled an oracle card yet. So I like to pull one final card for each sign. Okay, so we're gonna go with the one that fell on the floor, which is Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility. This card always comes out. It's come out so many times. It's come out at least probably 10 times over the last year, or 6 months since I've started doing the oracle cards. So let's read from the book to see what the Shaman's Dream Oracle has to say for our final words of wisdom for Pisces for the year ahead, 2022. Embracing opportunity. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a teeny sliver of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibility, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of and have now at your disposal. Your life right now is alive with possibility and needs your clear focus to home in on what avenue of exploration most calls to you. It's time to choose and not be distracted by the sheer magnitude of what may be. Be here now. Gather your thoughts and your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements toward calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. The universe has its own ideas of how best to serve you and all of us at the same time. Trust this as fact rather than theory, and you ought not act surprised when your dreams come true, for they surely will, exactly how you need them to. All right, Pisces. Well, I hope you found some guidance and insights for your year ahead, 2022. If so, give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know how your year unfolds. Do bookmark this video and come back to it periodically throughout the year because I want to know how it aligns with your year ahead. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with any of your Pisces friends. And thank you guys for being here. I'll check in with you next month for the February monthly readings. Until then, Happy New Year and take care.